Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Felicity, Season 1, Episode 16, The Fugue. Last episode, we had Javier proposing a green card marriage to Felicity, and Noel seemed upset about the fact that she was even thinking about it. I felt very much like I understood that. I feel like I would be probably somebody who would do a green card marriage for someone if I wasn't already married, obviously. I know it's bad and it's illegal or whatever, but I don't really think it's that bad. So, I would have done it. Felicity decides that she will do it also, and she and Javier meet with a lawyer, and, it's obvious that they don't really know that much about each other. But in the end, Javier's boyfriend decides that he doesn't want him to marry Felicity, even if it is just to stay in this country. And it turns out, I guess, that his boyfriend got to transfer to wherever Javier is being deported back to, so they end up getting to be together somewhere else anyway. So it ended up being fine. The other thing that happened was Noel's brother came, told Noel that he was gay, and Noel didn't really take it all that well, and I was surprised. I really did not think that it was going to be an issue for Noel. Again, I know it's 1999, I think, or something. Things are very different then, but I was Felicity's age that she is now in 1999, because this is a show that, from my time period, and I don't remember it being that big of a deal, but again, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, so at the end, they sort of make up, and it seems like they're okay. The other thing was Ben made, I think, the swim team. So now, he didn't make the track team when he tried out earlier in the season, but he did try out for the swim team, and he made the swim team. I'm trying to think if that's all that happened that episode. A lot of it was focused on the Felicity, Javier, and Noel and his brother situation, so that might have been pretty much all that happened. Yeah, so that was last episode. Let's jump into this episode. My intros seem to be getting longer and longer, so I'm trying to cut them back down a little bit, but sometimes there's a lot to say. Especially because I don't always remember exactly what happened, and talking through it helps me sort of remember what was happening. So, all that said, let's jump into this episode. Here we go. Felicity, Season 1, Episode 16, The Fugue. Let's do it.
This may be the most important test you will ever take. It has been specifically designed to answer the questions
Whose
honestly
class is
and
this?
forthrightly. Any attempt to communicate with others will be viewed as a serious...
Excuse me, Abby? Yes, but our old manager, Javier,
Oh.
actually did employee evaluations on all of us.
You're right. I do...
Excuse me, are you guys open?
We open at 8.
Do you have a phone?
I'm sorry...
What
that
is she
we're
doing here?
so late.
Hannah! What are you doing here? I just wanted to use the phone. In New York, I mean. I moved here. I'm going to the conservatory.
Oh.
Wow.
You'd think Noel would have mentioned that.
So does Noel know? No.
Oh, okay, that's why he didn't notice
Just
it.
been getting settled. It's been crazy. How's he doing? He's doing great, actually.
Oh. I didn't think about the fact that
Doing great.
Javier leaving would mean a new manager was coming. I remember at the end of last episode, I was like, oh, I'm so sad that Javier is leaving because I really liked him as a character. And that's very true, but I didn't stop to think about they need a new manager, and we already don't like her. And part of what we liked about Javier is that he just liked people because they were nice, and he liked people for being themselves and not how good of an employee they were. I mean, they didn't go out of their way to be bad employees, but still, regardless. Why is Hannah here? I mean, I know she's in the city, but I was not expecting her to come back and, put a rift between Felicity and Noel. Is that what this episode is going to be? I don't want that.
Yeah. I know you wanted to meet him since, forever.
So guess who's living in New York?
Could
It's Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that sounds great. We'll see you tonight.
She's coming?
Okay, bye. The girl who I went out with for 2 years, who I haven't seen since Thanksgiving, has been secretly living 5 minutes away for the past 2 months.
Is she actually coming? Because I didn't really invite her. I mean, I mentioned that a group of us might be going out. It was just overcompensating. It was a nervous reaction to prove.
Yeah, I've done that.
But you do have a problem?
No.
Should I have a problem?
Do you?
Should I? Because you're acting kind of nervous.
I mean,
Is
New
it
York
weird?
is a big city. I don't think it's that weird.
It's surprising, but it's
Yes.
not weird.
I honestly didn't think we were going to see any more of her.
You're hanging out with your best friend, Hannah.
Hmm.
It's fine. It's fine with me. I'll drop yours off with mine. I like to keep an eye on him.
That's the art guy.
I met him at the art studio. I saw him yesterday. You better introduce me. I'm Elena, remember that?
Felicity.
I don't think I've forgotten my friend's name.
Eli.
I think you left some of your sketches.
I did?
I put them in my drawer if you want to come and get them.
Oh.
Just as Eli.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
I think he likes Felicity.
You should.
Now we've got him and Hannah. And, oh, this is going to be a problem. See ya. Oh, this is already shaping up to be dramatic.
That was nice. That was sad and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe close, isn't it?
That's kind of what I was going for.
It was nice.
It was nice.
You mind? Wow, is this a D28? You really are, Jimmy.
No, that's actually, it's my Anthony. Or, was my Anthony.
Taking off? It'll be fun.
It's just working on a song.
Oh, hey, well, if you want, we can leave. It's fun.
No, that's okay. I have psych in about
Oh, we're revving up for all kinds of drama this episode.
It was like that time we drove all over Saugus looking for the software store, remember?
The place you said you'd been to before.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. It turns out it was a software something or other, like a kid's clothing store.
Have you seen Ben?
Ben is at the dartboard, losing form. Speaking of which, anybody know the spread on the
Excuse me.
Hey, look, the
Hey. You should come back to the table.
Yeah, just give me a couple minutes, alright?
Yep. I mean, here's the thing. I get you want to see your friends there in town, but your friends seem kind of douchey, and you should still spend some time with, or at least act like you like your girlfriend.
What are you doing?
Spying.
Spying?
See?
Blatantly spying? Are you worried about Hannah?
I wasn't until she got here.
A little bit? Do you really think it was a coincidence that we just ran into each other?
I
Why
don't.
did she pretend?
Yeah.
Cynically? I think to scope things out. I mean, to make it look like she didn't.
You're going off the
Really
rails
judgmental, aren't I?
there,
No,
Felicity.
Just you're acting like what? Like a girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't act like
So if
that.
I don't get, no one will care if I leave, right?
No, I don't think so. I'll walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be writing Fugue.
Fugue. I'm not sure how to respond to that. I don't know exactly what a fugue
It's
is.
where two themes are repeated. You keep. I was wondering if you could listen to what I've got so far. Maybe help me out.
I get used to it.
Sure.
Is she trying to wheedle her way back in? I can't tell. But I am a little suspicious. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious. Yep, I'm more than a little suspicious. Now I am very suspicious. Alright, so now the question is, what does Noel do? Does he tell Felicity? I feel like he would.
Thanks.
So McGrath didn't say my proposal. And the one time he did look at me, there was a definite vibe. It was like, I read it and I hated it. Felicity? Watch how she talks to me. That's my boyfriend.
Ah, okay, well then let's have a talk. Away from this area. I'd really appreciate it if we could avoid, whenever possible, extended social moments, okay? It's just something we all need to be conscious of.
Which word? Conscious?
It means aware. Aware.
I
No,
know
I
what
understand.
conscious
Okay, good.
means.
Can you believe her? Did you just see how rude she was?
Hannah kissed me.
Oh, I thought he was gonna tell her. So... Felicity, you're gonna get fired. Although you should probably get a new job anyway. This boss sucks.
Tell me last night.
I mean,
Because it didn't mean anything. You know, I didn't kiss her back.
I mean, I'm just saying, this is pretty soon. I mean, I think this is soon enough.
Maybe you're telling me because you're conflicted and you think that by telling me it'll squash those feelings and just kind of put it out there.
That's not it.
You sure?
How long was the kiss?
Well, it was like this. Kind of.
You're gonna get fired.
Hey, Beth.
It's kind of a long kiss.
Well, it was shorter than that. Look, I'm gonna send this tape back to her. Is what I want to do, and I'm not gonna scare you.
Okay.
Your swim team group, your new friends. I don't think that they like me.
Oh, they're swim team dudes.
I don't think they like her.
See?
Can you stay out of this, please?
Why are you defending him? I thought you thought he was a jerk.
Well, it turns out he's not a jerk, and I think you're overreacting a little bit here.
She isn't.
But what is it? What's your problem? This is none of your business.
You were acting different last night, too, because you never mentioned anything about the open mic night either.
I didn't?
No. No, it was just that I was the girlfriend. It wasn't you and me. It was you and them and the girlfriend. And I'm just not used to being the girlfriend with you, which is fine once in a while.
Yeah, but not all the time, Ben.
I got it. Okay, well, it's tomorrow night, and I just would like you to be there, just to be there.
Tomorrow night. I can't wait. I'll be there.
He's not... Either he's not gonna be there, or he's gonna bring all the swim team guys. Like, they're gonna convince him to be somewhere else, or tell him he's whipped and he doesn't need to go or whatever, or he is gonna go, but he's gonna bring them all with him. You gotta put a little note in there or something that says, I didn't listen to this tape because you kissed me and you can't do that anymore. Maybe it's all, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's already in the envelope. Oh, I thought he was just gonna, like, leave it. You don't want this.
Hi.
Hey. Is this a bad time?
No.
Why is this piano music so loud? Oh, Noel, this is a bad idea. Bad idea.
I did some thinking.
Don't
No,
kiss
some
me
active.
anymore.
I can't help you.
Don't cry.
God, I'm so embarrassed.
What was that exactly?
A mistake, clearly.
Yeah, but what did you want it to be when it happened?
It was also probably the most natural thing I've done in months. Isn't that funny? But it was you and me.
But you're not
We always
you and
talked
me
about living
anymore.
together and
I mean, I sort of get it. Like a habit, but that's not how you're making it
I'm so much more together than this.
come off.
I haven't cried once since I got here. I flipped a coin. That's how I decided to come here. Heads was New York. I got heads.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think she shouldn't come because Noel is here.
We can't just act like
But-
things are the same as they were.
I know,
But that, yeah.
You don't have to lecture me, I got it.
This whole time I thought you were in Chicago.
And instead, I was here the whole time,
I mean,
missing you.
see, that makes the kiss even worse. Because you sort of knew a little bit what you were doing. Where are you at the art studio? Now, I just assumed when he did this, this was a way to get him to see her again. Apparently it was.
Hi. So you looked at my sketches?
Is that okay?
Sure. It's fine.
I really liked them. I'd love to talk to you about it sometime.
This guy feels like he was all over TV in the 90s, but I don't
But probably not.
remember him from anything specific.
I'm kind of busy right now. I've got a lot of,
Boyfriend problems?
You should keep at this, though.
Thanks. Hey, so Julie's gonna play that open mic thing.
He was listening to
What are you
it.
doing?
Nothing. It's just, Hannah's tape. Well, I went to see her. I mean,
To give it back.
Give her back the tape, but,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, nothing happened, we just talked.
First of all, I wouldn't ever assume that anything happened. And secondly, don't underestimate talking.
Thinking about things, I'm a little confused.
Confused about what?
I think
Why are you using...
Don't make me feel guilty about going to see Hannah. Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out.
you're making yourself
sorry.
feel guilty.
I
I don't
I
think
swear
she
I didn't wanna
was.
make you feel guilty about going... But then I just apologized for you going to see your ex-girlfriend who just kissed you, so...
Yeah, if anyone's making this...
So you still love Hannah? I mean, is that what you're trying to figure out?
Of course, I still...
What I mean is,
Would you leave me for her right now?
do you still love Hannah?
We knew this was going to be a dramatic episode when it started. He doesn't know.
No.
I don't think that's true. See, the thing is, I don't know. I honestly don't know if he believes that that's true or not.
So I'll see you tonight.
Yeah. It's Hannah. Noel's confused, so...
Well, he's a guy. Noel would never choose to be with somebody else.
But I feel very much like even if he's just trying to make a decision, it feels odd. Like, how much could this person like me if they like someone else just as much? Oh, nope.
You ready to lay some
That's not him.
fair lullabies of the assembled multitude? Some McLaughlin melody.
Have you seen Ben?
He's supposed to come.
City that persists. I'm just really nervous and completely out of tune.
You want to give me a shot?
City that exists. City that persists.
Oh, there's so many things happening.
I can't play for crap, but I got perfect pitch. Hey, that's like the fourth thing I do better.
What's up? Not much. Do you feel like ice cream? Let's go get some ice cream. It's freezing out. What about some hot chocolate? No, let's go there. Okay, well, I just have to change. Are you okay?
Ah.
Can I talk to you for a minute? I don't want to assume anything, so I'm just gonna
Let
come
you
right out
talk.
and ask you what's going on.
Hannah came to see me. She needs some help.
So you're gonna go shine good.
Oh, God, I don't know what else to do. She's desperate.
You know, if you're gonna start defending her, this isn't about her music or about helping her through writer's block. This is about you. You and her.
If you don't want me to go, just tell me and I won't.
Don't turn this on me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deeper than I could ever possibly understand since you and I never really slept together.
That has nothing to do
Yeah, I
Thank
don't
God I never
think
did
that has
sleep
anything to
and
do
give
with
that
it.
much of myself to someone who's so uncertain about me.
See, that part I kind of get. I do get the uncertainty part.
I thought it was over between us. And maybe it is.
But maybe it's not?
But I don't know. And that's the honest truth.
I mean, you're not. Are you breaking up with me?
Well, I think you probably should if
I
you
know that I can't ask you to wait.
don't know what you want.
Wait for me to make up my mind.
You've already made up your mind. If I wouldn't have walked in here and found you, you'd be gone already.
Felicity.
Can you please just leave my room? Oh my God.
I mean, I give Felicity a lot of grief, but I think she's right in this instance. Well, I don't think Ben is wrong, but I understand, and I think Felicity's feelings are justified. So we've got this thing happening, plus we've got the art guy in the mix, Ben and Julie, and the waiter slash host tuner guy.
She's very talented, and I know she has.
Where the hell is Ben?
She took an instant dislike to me.
Where is Ben? And Felicity? Where is everyone? All right, we got Felicity here. Any Bens anywhere? Guess not. Really pretty though. Sean is right. Oh, Ben made it. I really didn't think he was gonna make it. So maybe things are gonna be okay for them. He's so proud of her. Yeah, I just realized we didn't start this episode with a Dear Sally.
Hi.
Hi. I just had a stupid thought. I made some sketches. They're kind of cool. I thought maybe you'd like to see them.
I mean, this is a little too parallel.
I feel like I interrupted you.
I feel like to
No.
Noel and
Good.
Hannah. Her name is Hannah.
Let me, just get my coat.
Oh, you have to go out in this pouring storm? I'm assuming they're gonna run into Noel and Hannah.
I've only ever seen you a few times, so these are just from memory.
Oh shit, they're of her?
I mean, they're really good.
Can I see it again?
Would you sit for me? Let me draw you for real?
Oh, and I think I'd be way too self-conscious.
Why? I find it annoying that all of these stupid actors are charming. But I mean, I guess that's their
It's
job.
like a brick wall.
I get to the. Is there anything I should do here? Go back to the intro?
That might be nice.
Like I said, it's a little too parallel, I feel like.
What?
Alright, I'll lock up. Just make sure you close the door behind you.
Cool, thanks.
I thought this place was open all the time. I'm wondering if Noel is going to decide that he wants to be with Felicity, and then when he goes to tell her, she decides that she doesn't want to be with him.
Do you mind?
Oh, no. It's...
Make sure it's simple, because she's going to be in that pose for a while. This isn't intimate at all.
Will you excuse me for just a minute?
Now that you've just posed me.
Yeah, sure.
Who is she calling? Julie's at the thing. Is it Noel? Who's it?
Hi, it's Noel.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right next to my phone right now. Screening this call.
No, you're not. You're sitting in Hannah's apartment. Yeah, I really think like, he's doing all of this, like, glowing looks at her, and I think it's supposed to be to throw us off when he says he doesn't want to be with her. Seems like a very awkward way to touch someone's hair. I still can't tell. Is this all still to throw me off, or does he think Hannah, her name is Hannah, is the one again? Oh. I guess maybe. I sort of get the understanding where it's comfortable, you've been with somebody for a very long time. I can see them sort of, I can see Noel sort of falling back into that relationship. Not just Noel, but anybody really, but... So Julie and Ben are the only ones who ended up in the same place that they started in this episode. And they started out like a little snippy at each other. And then we ended up here. I'm wondering... Felicity's not just gonna sleep with him, right? Is she? I don't know, but I don't think so.
We can't do this.
Why not?
You can... I shouldn't be here.
I mean, it seems like you've made a decision, so you could. There's no should. Either you want to, or you don't.
Are you okay? You want to stop?
She is gonna sleep with him? So, Noel and Hannah, her name is Hannah, are a no-go, but they're gonna be a yes-go? Wait, that's it? That is not the place to stop. Excuse me. I was not ready for you to end there. Okay. Well. So, this... I don't know. So, okay, so we started with Felicity running into Hannah, her name is Hannah, at the coffee place. So now she knows she's in the city. She immediately goes to tell Ben. She immediately goes to tell Noel, who is on the phone with her when she gets there, finds out, and now they realize that she's been there for like 2 months, living like right down the street from them, essentially. And somehow she gets invited, Hannah, to the night out that they're all having. And when Noel walks her to the cab, she kisses him. And earlier in the episode, when I was doing the actual reacting, I had said that I thought it was a fine, like it was soon enough for him to tell Felicity that she kissed him. It was like the next afternoon or something. But I'm realizing now, and I still think it's fine, but I do think it says something that Felicity found out that she was here and she ran to his room to tell him. So, and then he waited like half a day to tell her that he kissed her. I don't think that's like an abnormal amount of time to wait, but I just think maybe it says something. So that happens, and then, see, this is where I get a little iffy. Like, I understand Noel's point of view. I really do. This is something you want to get right. You want to make sure you're with the right person. I understand all that. I really do. However, from Felicity's point of view, I also understand where it feels like if you don't know, or you feel like you love the two of us, say, equally, like, then obviously you can't love me that much because you love someone else exactly the same. Something like that. So I do get her point on that. I really do. And if I were Felicity and Noel, my boyfriend, couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to be with me or his ex, I would probably break up with him and tell him to go with the ex, because that's not fun. So now let's say they stay in a relationship. For the whole rest of the relationship, she's going to be wondering, like, how close was I to being not chosen? Or, like, I just don't think it would be good for her in that instance. I think if they're at that point, they should probably break up. So, now, Noel was going around to help Hannah with the musical composition, and then we had, I forget the art guy. We had art guy going to Felicity to talk to her about looking at his artwork. So we had this, like, parallel, but I think it was just a little too on the nose. I think I would have enjoyed it better if they had just sort of, like, run into each other, and he's like, hey, I just finished some sketches, would you come look? Instead of going to seek her out and asking her about it. I don't know, it felt a little too synchronistic, maybe is the word I'm looking for. But anyway, so Felicity and art guy are in the art room, and Noel and Hannah are in Hannah's room. It seems like Noel and Hannah are definitely going to have sex, and at the last minute he's like, no, I don't think this is a good idea. I shouldn't be here. And I'm like, but here's the thing. There really isn't a should or shouldn't in this instance. Either you want to be here or you don't. Because for all intents and purposes, you and Felicity have now broken up. So there really isn't a should per se. But I do sort of get what he means. On the flip side, Felicity is at the studio with the art dude who is probably maybe actually going to have sex with him. I mean, they're like half naked on a chair. And then it ends. So I don't know if we're going to pick that up next episode, or if we're just supposed to, like, assume that they did or assume that they didn't. I don't know. But I think it's very telling that Felicity wasn't ready to have sex with Noel, but she is ready to have it with this art guy who she barely knows. Just interesting. I have no skin in the game here. Art guy's cute. You're single, you're in college. If you want to have sex with them, I say go for it. But it doesn't really feel like Felicity. The other relationship thing we had going on this episode was Ben and Julie, who seem like the most stable because they're actually still in a relationship, I'm pretty sure, by the end of this episode. And no one else seemed to be. So, I don't know. I do think Julie's song was absolutely lovely. It was very beautiful. I agree with Sean wholeheartedly in everything, with the exception of him wanting to have people try his new breakfast cereal. Other than that, everything he said in this episode was exactly what I would have said, I think. And Elena really had nothing to do. Although it doesn't really seem very Elena-like to try to, like, shield Felicity from seeing Noel and Hannah. Elena seems like the type of person who would, like, try to get Felicity to confront Noel and Hannah. But maybe Felicity's rubbing off on her, I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. I think that's pretty much it. There wasn't really a ton of actual school or anything happening this episode, so I think that's probably where I'm going to stop. But that said, I did enjoy this episode. Very dramatic, but you knew it was going to be that way from the second it started. So, hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!